Hi, this is Dan Wickware here. In this session, we're looking at question number 64 in my book, 200 Questions About the Bible and Quran. Is Satan's power of deception depicted as being weak or ineffective? No in the Bible, but yes in the Quran. Look at Isaiah 14:12, talking about Satan. How are you fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How are you cut down to the ground, you who weakened the nations? Is this the man that made the earth tremble, who shook kingdoms? This description does not seem to be depicting somebody that's weak, but extremely powerful. He weakened the nations. He made the earth tremble. He shook kingdoms. This is somebody that's very, very powerful. And it's talking about Satan, who was God's right-hand man. It was his most powerful angel, the most beautiful angel, the smartest and most cunning angel. So he's very, very strong. We see the same type of description in Ezekiel 28, verses 12 and 15. Thus says the Lord God, you, talking about Satan here now, before he fell, you were the seal of perfection, full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. You were perfect in your ways from the days you were created until iniquity was found in you. So he was perfect. He was full of wisdom. He was the seal of perfection. Luke chapter 4, verse 6 says this, and the devil said to him, all this authority I will give you, and their glory, for this has been delivered to me, and I give it to whomever I wish. He's talking about controlling the entire world. Satan, the devil, he's saying, I can give you this power, this authority. He's saying it to Jesus. Jesus is being tempted by Satan in the wilderness. And he says, Satan says to Jesus, I can give you all this authority. I have the power to give it to whoever I wish. It's been delivered to me. Jesus did not contradict what he said. He didn't say, no, you're weak. You don't have anything. He didn't say that. 2 Corinthians 4, 3-4. But even if our gospel is veiled, it is veiled to those who are perishing, whose minds the God of this age has blinded, who do not believe, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine unto them. So Satan here is described as the God of this age. That's powerful. He's no small thing. He's the God of this age, the God of this world. In Revelation 12:9, speaking about Satan, it says, so the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent of old called the devil and Satan, who deceives the whole world. He was cast to the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. The devil, or Satan, what does he do? He deceives the whole world. That's not a weak position. That's very, very strong. He's not depicted as being weak or ineffective. But in the Quran, we see a weaker version of Satan described here. Nisa 4:76. Those who believe fight for the cause of Allah. Those who disbelieve fight for the cause of Taghut, or Satan. So fight the minions of Satan. Assuredly, the devil's strategy is ever weak. So he's not depicted as being all that smart or all that strong. He's depicted as being ever weak. Ibrahim 14:22. Satan will say, it was Allah who gave you a promise of truth. I too promised, but failed in my promise to you. I had no power over you except to call you. So again, here, Satan is depicted as somebody who failed in his promise. He's no power over anyone. Depicted as being weak here. 16, Null 16, 98-99. When you recite the Quran, seek refuge in Allah from Satan the accursed. He has no power over those who believe and put their trust in the Lord. So again, he's considered to be weak. Isra 17, 62 and 65. Iblis, verse 65. Over my true servants you shall have no power. So Iblis is Satan. Over God's true servants, he has no power whatsoever. It says. Hajj 22:52. Allah abrogates what Satan casts. Well, Satan tries to do evil. He tries to change the Bible, but he can't do it. Sure, 26, 2:10 and 2:11. The devils did not bring it down. It is not meet for them, nor is it in their power. So again, Satan and his minions are seen to be not strong, but weak. So the question is this: is Satan's power of deception depicted as being weak or ineffective? The Bible would say no, but the Qur'an says yes.